Good evening. It's that time of the day. Getting ready to get in my hammock and listen to the creatures of the night. But before I go, we're going to finish what we started. In 2006, I started a documentary. It was called Get Shorty. And it covered Illinois. It was originally about Illinois. Letters Design. Rob Fix was the director and the producer. Brad Cartwright, James Pride, some other people were in it. And 2006, I told Governor O'Malley I was making the movie, Get Shorty. I contacted Governor O'Malley. He was Mayor O'Malley. I contacted the Department of Justice. I contacted President Bush. It was called Letters to My Presidents. Letters Design. And it was letters because we didn't have the internet. So we wrote letters. We had to have penmanship. We didn't have texts, like text messages and shit like that. We had to write letters in jail. We had to, didn't have copiers. We had to write copies of the letters. So in 2006, my son was killed in Zion, Illinois. January of 2007, I was arrested by I was detained by the Lake County Sheriffs and said that I threatened to blow up the courthouse. I didn't do none of that. They was mad that I was going to make this documentary, and I was bringing up the cases from 1986 that I was found innocent of. So they was trying to scare me. So they gave me a warning. So I came back and I was shooting the film in June of 2007. My daughter's graduation from Milwaukee and my niece's wedding in Waukegan. And we were shooting the film. That was in June. So I went back home in December. And I let y'all know I was coming home in December. I contacted Mr. Waller in November of 2007. And I came home in December and y'all locked me up as soon as I came to town. I went home on vacation and came back on probation. So while I was in jail, I did this. That's P.O. Box 38. That's Waukegan, Illinois. That's the jail. That's the Department of Justice. Patrick Fitzgerald from the Department of Justice. I contacted the Department of Justice because y'all kidnapped me. And y'all was kidnapping me, but y'all kidnapped other individuals too. That makes it a class action lawsuit because you did it to a class of people. That's the Secret Service. I got a Secret Service file, and that's President Obama. President Obama was Senator Obama, and he asked for an investigation, and that's legal mail. Now, Sam Cunningham got all this, and Sam Cunningham know about all this. Sam Cunningham participated in this. You feel me? Your mayor, the first black mayor of Waukegan. Yeah, I gave it to him, and I got pictures when I gave it to him. Like I said, everything is documented. I turned in guns and drugs and in the war on drugs. In 1986, I'm a precedent-setting case. So I did the same thing in 2011. I turned in the people making money off the war on drugs. I gave it to Anthony McCarthy. That's the School of Prison Pipeline. That's Tim Williams from WJZ. That's the Baltimore Brew, Fern Shin. And that's the toilet. If I go to jail, I got to share that toilet with an inmate. 2026, we're going to share this toilet with the world. That's the toilet in Towson, all right? And right here it clearly states, making a documentary. And that's Scott Schellenberger. That toilet was about Scott Schellenberger, and y'all been protecting Scott Schellenberger for 20 years. That's art and activism. I made my son carry that toilet in New York City when Shrek first came out. That's Philip. He's 35 years old now. That's Dr. Bundy, all right? That's Dr. Bundy. And these are emails. See the date? All right, we all on the same page. That's Dr. Bundy. That's President Trump. Like I said, letters to my president. Secret Service. Racism don't work without black cooperation. That's Anthony McCarthy. That's Dr. Bundy. And that email is dated. But I ain't hear nobody say, free Shorty, let Shorty go. You know what I'm saying? That's Chuck D. at the Department of Justice. All right. Ask Chuck D about Shorty. Yeah. Ask Charles Barkley about Shorty. Yeah. Ask him. That's Brent Jones from the Baltimore Sun. That's WMAR. That's Delegate Stephanie Smith. That's Dr. K. Like I said, we fought for y'all to sit in them seats to get them voting rights. You feel what I'm saying? So when I turned in guns and the drugs in 86, this is what I did in 2011. I turned in your criminal enterprise, your mom machine, and it was all right there. And if you go to Dr. K today, you go to Morgan State University, this is what I left at Morgan State University. All right. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, we're gonna let these lights shine. We're gonna turn the lights out, turn the lights on, because what you do in the dark always comes out in the light. That's a clock. See what time it is? It's broken, but it ain't broke. You feel me? And we're gonna talk about public accommodations. We're gonna talk about time. That's 1965. All right. Only thing that you did different from 1965 to now, you changed the color of the police. You got black police beating us up. That's 2026. That's my visitor's pass to Annapolis. That's 90 days of session. Like I said, 200-year celebration and we still treat it like shit. That's Ashley. She asked for a golden toilet, but I'm going to give her a glow-in-the-dark one. This is our politicians. I call it potty training politicians. People pay attention to dumbass shit. Y'all running for office and y'all locked me up. So we're going to make sure everybody can see what's going on. You feel me? It's getting dark outside. See who that is? That's Governor Westmore. Governor Westmore, we're coming up on 250-year anniversary of America's independence. 250 years, we were slaves. We slaves then, we slaves now. Racism don't work without black cooperation. Remember what Frederick Douglass told you? Well, it's still happening now. I'm getting ready to push y'all's buttons, man. I'm getting ready to push y'all's buttons. Slavery then and slavery now. The Selma to Montgomery March. Remember that. The world is watching. I'm going to give them something to see.